This is an off-the-shelf video on Devil's Horsemen, Great Battles of History, Volume 10, the Mongol War Machine. 4 battles included: the Indus, 1221, the Khalkha, 1223, Liegnitz, 1241, and Ain Jalut, 1260. So I don't have any first-hand experience with the Great Battles of History series, first-hand experience playing the Great Battles of History series. So not only is this a first look at Devil's Horsemen, it's also a first close look for me at the Great Battles of History series. For those new to the system, the game actually recommends what I've done here, which is set up the Battle of Ain Jalut and just practice moving the pieces around, practice different parts of the sequence of play, just kind of jump right in and look things up as you go. For the battle here, we have some high ground over here and high ground down in this corner as well. Obviously, you have the stream here, the Nar Jalut. And up here at the top of the screen, which is the north side of the battlefield, we have some Mamluk light cavalry, and then we have a bunch of not a bunch, we have some reinforcements coming on, Mamluk reinforcements coming on the board as you play. Down here is the Mongol army. So we have mostly Mongols and some allies. We have a Georgian unit, Armenian unit, Seljuk unit on the right flank here, and on the left flank we have some Syrian units. Some Syrian heavy and light cavalry. But other than the far left and far right of the line, the bulk here are Mongol light cavalry, heavy cavalry, and some cataphracted heavy cavalry. So this is an off-the-shelf video. It is a first look. I am diving in and just basically bouncing from one rules concept and question I have to another. Things could definitely be missed, and things could be presented incorrectly, but I'm just starting right here with the sequence of play. We have basically 4 main phases. We have a leader activation phase, an orders phase, a momentum phase, or return to A phase, return to leader activation phase, and D rally phase. So in the leader activation phase, the player with the lowest initiative rated leader who has not yet been activated activates that leader. But more, if that leader wishes to issue a line command, he rolls for the ability at this point, and that player may attempt to bypass that leader's turn by trumping his own leader. So from the very beginning, we said the player with the lowest initiative rated leader. So 1, what is a leader? 2, what is initiative? So this is an example leader from this battle. This is Al-Ashrat Musa. He commands the Syrians in this battle. So here, his rank is shown by 1 star on the left there. And I'm not sure what that means yet, but that's his rank. Name, of course, contingent, Syrians. Command range, 4 is his command range. If there was a diamond, no, if there was a triangle between the 4 and the 3, that would be an elite indicator, but there's not one here. The 3 is his initiative. The dash is line commands. So I guess the dash means he cannot give any line commands. So let's look at, by way of comparison, Ketbuga here. Must be a Mongol commander. Oh, he's also the overall commander in this battle. So he has 2 stars. Command range of 6. His initiative rating is 6. So it looks like higher initiative rating is better. Yeah. He also does not have an elite indicator, but he does have a 1 for line commands. So what are line commands? And 5 for charisma. Okay, not movement, allowance, charisma. So I imagine 2 is fairly low charisma, and I imagine no ability to give line commands versus the ability to give 1 line command, probably per turn, and 5 for charisma. And then on the back to our Syrian commander, shows that the leader is finished. The F for finished. Okay, on the Mongol side, I was trying to find more on rank and haven't found anything yet, but I did find under the command system, we do have an overall commander. At the top, we have an overall commander, but I only know that Ketbuga is the overall commander because of the scenario rules for this battle. Bidar commands the vanguard, and he can issue 1 line command. Again, from the scenario-specific rules, he can only command 2-man units assigned to the vanguard. So below the overall commander is a subordinate commander. So I just realized, I don't know if Bidar qualifies as a subordinate commander or a contingent commander. But anyways, we have overall commanders. Next down we have subordinate commanders. And then we have contingent commanders. Contingent commanders cannot issue line commands. So does that suggest that Al-Ashrad Musa is a contingent commander? Then is Bidar again a subordinate commander? No, I'm going with that for now. So again, back to initiative. Initiative is used to determine the order of leader activation, as we already indicated, starting at the bottom, moving up. And initiative is used to help determine whether the leader can use momentum. What is momentum? And it also, the initiative rating also gives you the number of orders, individual orders, that leader may issue per orders phase. Okay, so Al-Ashrad Musa, we know, can issue 3 individual commands or orders, individual orders per orders phase, but no line commands. Well, however confusing this may be, it's kind of what I want to capture. If somebody, well, some gamers are going to start from the very beginning, right? Game out of the box, set it up, try to figure it out. So even though the leader counter says he cannot issue a line command, okay, but the scenario-specific rules for this battle say that all Syrian units are considered a line. That kind of suggests that whatever order Al-Ashrad Musa here gives is in effect a line command. I don't know. I'll just leave it there. Okay, what is momentum? What is momentum and what are individual orders? Okay, so when a leader is done with their first orders phase, they may attempt a momentum die roll to give, basically to get another orders phase to start over at phase B. The orders phase. And to do that, they're rolling against their, he got it. Equal to or less than initiative rating, they get momentum, which is another orders phase. Is it exactly like the first orders phase? I don't actually know. But that's momentum. Basically going to get another orders phase. Something tells me that it's not exactly the same as the first one, but I don't know that yet. So an individual order A leader may give an individual order to any friendly combat units within their command range. So here's a Syrian light cavalry. Al-Ashraf Musa's command range is 4. 1, 2, 3. The Syrian light cavalry, part of his contingent, is within command range. And this command range is an unobstructed path of hexes equal to or less than the range traced between leader and unit. An individual order allows one friendly unit to conduct movement and or missile volley, rally a unit, etc. Okay. So an individual order allows the player to move any one unit. Missile units may fire missile volley at any time during their movement, or individual missile fire with any missile unit without movement, or remove 2 cohesion hits, or attempt to rally a routed unit, or replace an eliminated leader, overall commander only. So these are individual, well, these are what units can do that receive an individual order. So Al-Ashraf Musa issues an individual command to the Syrian light cavalry unit. Light cavalry unit with a movement allowance of 9. Okay, for units, the box with the graphic inside is the 2-men ID, so that is the flag graphic, so to speak, for the 5th 2-men. A 2-men is like a Mongol division. Unit ID, so 2-men 5, 2-men 5, Syria. No, sorry. I guess that's just the unit name. The unit ID is the number underneath. So the number 1, so 2-men 5, 1, this is the individual unit ID, so to speak. There is only one unit number 1 from 2-men 5. 2-men 5, number 2, 11, 3. So that's an individual unit ID number. The C in the red circle means type of missile, so they use a composite bow. The type of unit, heavy cavalry. Heavy cavalry in a box, I think, is cataphracted heavy cavalry. Light cavalry, and I don't know if the box means something or not. Oh, I guess it must, because this is a light cavalry without a box. Okay, and then the 9, 9, 8, and 8 is the movement allowance on the far lower right. And then we have troop quality, TQ, troop quality, 6, 5, 8, and 8. Okay, light cavalry unit type inside a box indicates feigned retreat capability. And the backside, if the backside looks the same but has the white stripe, that means it's moved. So stripe indicates unit is moved. But for some units in this game, the flip side doesn't show that at all. It shows the unit dismounted. Oh yeah, even the heavy cataphracted cavalry can dismount. So our leader issues an individual order to the Syrian light cavalry to move. The Syrian cavalry moves 1 towards target. A unit may fire during movement only if it moved forward, that is towards the target, immediately preceding actually firing. Firing during movement does not cost any movement points. So again, the Syrian light cavalry is composite bow armed, the red C there. First step is Mongol player would declare whether the unit here, the Syrian light cavalry, is using direct fire or arched fire. He says direct fire. So this, I'm sorry, arched fire. So the Syrian light cavalry is using arched fire against the Halka light cavalry here at 3 hex range. Next step is fire player consults the fire versus effects chart. Fire versus effects chart. This is arched fire, composite bow. Target armor type is the Halka's light cavalry non-Mongol. So all other light cavalry, cross-reference, we get a 0. Mongol player now rolls a die, gets a 0, which already sounds pretty darn good. And then applies all of these DRMs. They're all cumulative. +1 if unit moved will move. Obviously it moved 1 hex towards the Halka light cavalry, so it's +1. +1 if cavalry unit is disorder. +1 target is in a woods hex. -1 if unit fires at a target unit on a lower elevation. -2 for shower fire mounted. -3 for shower fire foot. Fire. Okay, that was the 0 we got from the fire versus effects chart. Okay, so we have +1 for unit moved, so the 0 becomes a 1. We then look at missile type. Is composite bow mounted. Those are our Syrians with composite bow. At 3 hex range is a 4, so we need to roll a 4 or less. We rolled a modified 1, so the target receives 1 cohesion hit. If the die roll is 0 and leaders in the target hex, check for leader casualty. Loss of unit cohesion is indicated by these cohesion hit markers. We said that the Syrian light cavalry composite bow arched fire caused 1 cohesion hit to the target. So we place a cohesion marker. This representing the number of hits taken on or under. I'm definitely going for under, but I'll show it like that. So it's under the unit. So when the number of cohesion hits that a unit has suffered is equal to or greater than its true quality rating, it routs. So the Halka light cavalry here has a TQ rating or true quality rating of 8 with 1 cohesion hit already suffered. If the Halka light cavalry already had suffered 7 cohesion hits and then took 1 more from the Syrian arched fire, that would equal its TQ rating of 8, and so it would rout. I don't know, but I'll keep the 8 cohesion hits with it. It moves 2. It's immediately moved 2 hexes towards its retreat goal, which is either a leader's standard, these, or a retreat to edge, which in this scenario for this side is the north map edge. So the target would be moved 2 hexes towards that side of the board and marked with a routed marker.